Hello, everyone, and welcome to How to Bet, our How to Bet podcast. Go to howtobet.com. I'm Daryl Sean, along with Sean the Genius Miller. And remember, you watching us on YouTube, hit the like button, hit that bell notification, subscribe. And whatever you do, go, just cursor down, just go down there, leave some comments. Give us a like, comment that you want some swag, comment that you don't like us, comment that you do like us, whatever you say. Just comment, and it helps us get better if you give us some criticism. Subscribe and hit those notification buttons. Go down the notification and hit those links for howtobet.com. You get those previews, injury updates, odds, all you need for your betting journey on howtobet.com. So get there now.
Yes, I definitely lose some sleep over those, so please go read them.
Yes, and now it's time for our Parlay Power plays of the week. And, well, I've been consistently 2 or 3 on my parlays the last couple weeks, so hopefully I'll right that ship and get 3 of 3. We've hit it throughout the show. If you've been following us from the beginning, the two of us have hit them. It's difficult. Look, Parlay Power play of the week. Parlays are difficult. And remember, always bet with your heart, not with your head.
Did I hit mine?
No, I said that wrong. Bet with your head, not with your heart. You did
I had Cleveland. Who did I have? I had Cleveland -2. Who was the other two?
You had, let's see, you had Dallas. Was that last week? You had Dallas.
No, Dallas didn't play.
No, that was the week before. Oh, yeah. You had Cleveland, the Rams, and Arizona.
Rams did not.
Rams, yeah, the Rams hurt you.
That was embarrassing a little bit, man.
Yeah, so let's get to it. Our Parlay Power play of the week. Sean, you go first.
All right, well, I'm looking at this right now.
Remember, as I said before, bet with your head, not with your heart. Don't bet with your heart. Bet with your head, not with your heart. Don't bet over your means. If you have a gambling problem, there's help out there for you, including 1-800-GAMBLER. Had to get that in there.
I'm looking at these odds for this game. This one specific game.
Which game is that?
All over the place. The Colts and the Titans, right?
The Colts and the Titans.
So the Colts were favored, or the Titans were favored, then the Colts were favored, and now the Titans are about, around -1. So it's basically a pick. But, it's -1 with both books. Did you watch your team is the Titans. Did you watch the Titans last week?
My team's not the Titans. I thought they were a fraud team, but they are coming on. They really are playing well.
They scored on all 5 possessions last week.
I have to apologize to the Titans.
And the Colts are pretty good. They're better.
They're better. I had them last week.
Philly's mad because they're not getting those picks, but I mean, I'm going to go Tennessee here. I don't know. I think Tennessee's really good, and I picked it at +1.5, but I'm going to take it at -1. So it's -1, but
So Tennessee, you're going to get it. We have it at +1.5 because it has moved.
Yeah,
but
it's -1.
When we start this thing, it's earlier in the week.
I'll take it at -1. That's fine. Because either way, you're going to win.
So you're going to take Tennessee over Indianapolis.
Yeah, that's right.
That's your first. Number 2.
How can you look at this Houston team? It's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
Every week, we talked about this with these, in the preview. They've scored like 0, 3, and 5 points in 3 of the last 4 weeks.
Yep.
They had 1 week there already. Davis Mills was there, right?
Mills, yeah.
So, but they stink.
They stink.
And the Rams, I think they played.
Lions stink too, but the Rams, they gave. If it wasn't for Jared Goff, it's always going to be about Jared Goff. If it wasn't for Jared Goff, they probably would have beat him.
Yeah, I think.
But you're leaning toward the Rams. I'm thinking here.
Yes.
All right. So the Rams.
I'm gonna bet it down to -14 though.
Right, bet it down to 14. So we have it at -15. I'll bet it down to 14. So he's taking the Rams over the Houston Texans. And to finish up your Parlay Power play of the week, who you got?
I'm going to go with another big line. I looked at – I like your picks as well. I'm looking at your picks here, and I like them as well. And there was a lot of games I could pick. I probably could have put 6 games in this parlay.
It's funny you say that. Each week I go in and I'm thinking – last week I knew it was going to be difficult. Week before I knew it was going to be – this week is much easier. It might have to do with not 100 teams on a bye week, but I think this week's a little easier. So go ahead. You're third.
The Bills. I mean, it's under 2 touchdowns. Miami is terrible.
Yeah,
and they're a mess off and on the field. It's a mess off and on the field. I'm going to take the Bills. They've had a bye. They got a little bit healthy, and they're still stewing over that ugly loss right before the bye. So I just think they come out and the first game was 35-0. What's this going to be?
Yeah. All right, so the Bills minus 13.5 against Miami. So to review Sean's picks, he has Tennessee over Indianapolis. The Rams, he's going to bet it down to 14 over Houston. And the Bills minus 13.5 at home against Miami. My Parlay Power Play picks of the week. I'm going to go against the Jets. The Jets are just terrible now. Zach Wilson's out. Michael Carter looked good, but look, Cincinnati really they're on a mission right now.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, so Cincinnati, I'm going to take Cincinnati minus the 9.5 at the Jets. Cincinnati on a roll. Then I'm going to go out to Los Angeles. I'm going to take the other LA team. I'm going to take the Chargers minus 5.5 over New England. I know New England coming off away. New England can only beat bad teams. Chargers are a good team. So I'm going to take Chargers coming off a bye, minus 5.5 at home against New England. And I am going to round it up with a team that just loves to smother and embarrass teams. And that'll be the Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay minus 4.5 at New Orleans. I really don't care that it's on the road. I will take Tampa Bay and Tom Brady. 4.5. So my Parlay Power Plays of the week. Cincinnati minus 9.5 at the Jets. The Chargers at home, minus 5.5 against New England. And I will go with Tampa Bay, minus 4.5 at New Orleans. They are our Parlay Power Plays of the week. You feeling good about them?
Yeah, and once again, I think I could have probably added a 5 or 6 team parlay here and felt pretty good. There's a lot of games to pick from. Usually it's a little bit tougher there.
Yeah, and again, there's only 2 teams on bye. It becomes tougher when you have 6 or more teams on bye because, less games to choose from. And there were really no marquee games last week at all, to speak of maybe one.
The crazy game, the thing is, going through it, I mean, the marquee game this week is the first game of the Thursday night game is massive. And then, we'll talk about that in the top 5.
Top 5 bets coming up soon. We have the top 5 bets coming up in week 8. We have the rest of the NFL. We have our over-unders, which I swept. It was the only thing I did really well last week of the over-unders. I swept that. And we have plenty more to go. But remember, you're watching us on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Like us. Go down, scroll down, leave a comment. Go to the notifications. Open up those links. It'll take you to HowToBet.com. You could see previews. You could see injury updates. Sean has his previews up there. You could see the odds, updated odds. Go back often because things are always changing, and you're going to get updated information at HowToBet.com. So get there now. Also, we have swag to give you: hats, shirts, whatever you ask for. Ask for them. What else you got? You good?
Yeah.
All right, we're good.
We got
I didn't have my coffee. I am messed up with my freaking coffee.
We got a little bit of time here. Is there any kind of any kind of college games fit your fancy this week, or any kind of prop bets you're looking at this week? I got a couple.
Go ahead.
For this Thursday night, obviously most of the prop bets don't go up until later in the week, but I know you like
prop bets.
I know who you like for the Thursday night game. So
yeah.
My prop bets for this Thursday night game are going to be a little bit different from yours. I like Arizona minus 6. I'm going to take the juice at plus 125. There's some pretty cool. I was talking to you about this earlier.
I like player prop bets.
Yeah, a lot of times the player props don't come in till later in the week, and I was talking to you about Fox Bet, who's been, I love Fox Bet for the I guess the game bet boost and all this stuff. But early in the week they do this thing called race to 20, race to 15 points, race to 20 points, race to 30 points. So, if you think a team is going to obviously, blow somebody out or score a lot of points, in this game, I think it's a little bit tougher, but I took Arizona race to 30 plus 140. I've been pretty good with these. Arizona over 3.5 touchdowns, 3.5 or plus 105, and Arizona over 28.5 points plus 100. So, I think, the thing with the prop bets, some people like the stuff on the teams, and like you like the player
player
stuff.
props.
Now that comes out, like we said, it comes out later in the week, but you can always check back on how to bet and see those. And you can see these on the Thursday night story. And basically every story, the Thursday night, Sunday night, and Monday night one, we have that.
Yeah. So go to howtobet.com. Remember to get there now, get there often. When we come back, our top 5 bets for week 8. Don't miss out. We'll be back after this. How to bet, go to howtobet.com.